Yo, I'm Bevan, and this is Bevan Wonders, and this is my marathon journey. I'm a new runner going from 0 to half marathon, and today is week 6 of my marathon training. We've got another 7 weeks to go, I think. Could be wrong, I'll check that later. So today's my favourite session of the week, which is a interval session. So I'm going to start off with a 10-minute warm-up, then do 5 intervals, running at between 5:40 and 5:20 a kilometre for 4 minutes, and then doing a cool-down run. The reason that these are my favourite training sessions is because when I was training for my 10k, it was on an interval session that I realised I was going to be able to run a 10k. It took about 50 minutes to complete, and I did about 8k. So when I realised I did 8k walking and running, I was like, well, if I can walk and run 8k, then I can run 10k. That was one of the best feelings I got from my training sessions. It gave me a lot of confidence, gave me something to aim for, and it gave me a win. It gave me a win on a training session that I didn't expect it. I would have thought it might have come on the long runs, but really it was the interval run that did it. I find them to be my favourite session of the week. They're equally both as difficult as they're enjoyable, because by the last interval, sometimes I'm struggling a bit. And by the cool down run, I want to go home. But because I'm already warmed up and I just know it's just 10 minutes, I can kind of get through it. So this is my favourite training session of the week, and I'm going to try to record some of it. We're in the middle of the warm-up run. The aim of this is to stay within heart rate is on 2. If you watched my videos before, you know that's this first 10 minutes that I really don't like. I struggle with. So at this time I have to do the most self-talk and just tell myself to keep going, put one leg in front of the other. And it also helps to remind, or helps if I think about what the goal that I set for myself. So with the 10k, it was to do 10k in less than an hour. And as I did that training, it changed to doing it in less than 58 minutes. So you can push a bit harder in training. And then with the half marathon, I'm aiming for between 2:15 and 2:05. We'll see if that's a bit ambitious when training goes on. But it just gives you something to think about, something to aim towards, kind of the paces that you need to do in training. Right now, I'm at 6:37 a kilometre, and it will change when I kick into the first interval. I should go to about 5:20. I'll let you know. One down. So today the runs are longer, so there's less intervals. Last time I think I did 6 intervals of running at this pace for 3 minutes. Now I'm doing 5 intervals of 4 minutes. So I'm spending more time at this speed. These are very useful because I found that my last training program, when I was running, going between 10k speed and easy pace and 5k speed meant that I was able to judge how it felt to go quicker and slower. And on my race day, I found that I went quicker than I expected. Then it's just because of, I think it's because of the day and the event and people around, and when there's people around, the adrenaline does seem to flow a lot more. So it's good to get used to running at different speeds in your training as it prepares you for race day. So we'll see how this one translates to the half marathon. But 3 seconds, it's time to go back. Don't really try to talk too much when I'm doing these intervals because I'm trying to keep the pace. And today there's a slight headwind when I'm running, which makes it more difficult. Alright. More pace now. It's about maintaining this for the next 4 minutes. That is the second interval down. Now it's just about getting my breath back, controlling my breathing and focusing my mind on the next interval. The next one will be halfway, so I always find it good to have markers. So no, the first one's going to be tough, the second one will be a bit easier, and then the middle one for me, then like the middle 2 intervals are where I'm kind of easing into the session, and then the last one is a tougher one, but then you just carry through with the momentum you build up. Just tell yourself, look, it's just one more to go, so you can kind of get through it. I always try to, I use landmarks as well where I'm running. Pretty much run this route when I do my interview sessions all the time, so I try to time, just try and see where I think I will get to by the time has run out or the time has elapsed. We've got 3 more sessions to go, 13 seconds left. On that interval, I was coming into the headwind, which made it a lot harder. It's alright though, just 2 more to go. It's another 10 minutes of running. Find that for me, breaking it down into little chunks makes the run a lot easier. Not necessarily saying I don't really look at the clock when I'm doing my runs. I'm just, like I said, I'm looking at landmarks, and when I approach them, then I look at my watch and say, okay, so there I am, and then I get them in 10 minutes. It's 8 minutes left of running, and yeah, as I say, you just get used to it. Over halfway now. 2 more to go, just to finish it, and then you get the cool down run, which is enjoyable after that period because you know it's only 10 minutes left. Now that interval was tough. But on the tough intervals, sometimes you've got to think about where it is that you started and where it is that you are now. And would you have been able to do that 3 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 4 months ago? It's a tough interval, but it prepares you for the race. As I said, when I completed my 10k, it was these interval sessions that helped me to get through it. Let me know that I had the speed in my legs to run for that length of time. and to not stop, to keep going. So this is why I enjoy them so much. So that was the last interval, and if you can't tell, that one hurt. But like I said throughout this video, that's why you do this. If you're going into a race, there are going to be times when you're going to have to dig in, and there are times when it's going to get tougher, because the adrenaline of the race is going to make you go faster, and you're going to go faster than you expect. I think I've heard people say it, but I thought, no, I'll be alright. But you do get kind of carried away with the hype, and even though that's my last interval and it was the toughest, I always try to go quicker on my last interval. That's the end of my interval session. As I say, it's my favourite session of the week. It's a session I get to push myself the hardest, test myself. That's the one I question the most why I don't do this running, why I run, why I'm training for a half marathon. But it's also, because it's the hardest, one of the most rewarding. Before running, I never really thought about doing sessions like this, but now I see the benefits of them. As I said, not only they get you testing with going up quicker than your race pace or what you intend to run in the race or what you're trying to achieve, but you go from running to walking to running again, and then you also go from slow running to quick running as well. And when you're tired, you're gonna have to run for another 10 minutes as like a cool down, but you don't have to go particularly fast, but it shows you that even when you're tired, you can still run. You don't have to stop. You can still keep going. So these runs have a mixture of everything for me. I know that the easy runs are there to help you to run faster by going slower. The tempo runs are there to help you get used to running at your half marathon pace. I also enjoy running quicker than that, and having to fight towards the end of my training session. But it's not easy. Running can be hard, but it's also fun. But I think the rewards come in knowing that you have gotten fitter, you've developed a certain amount of resilience, and you've gotten stronger. And as I said earlier, you've got to consider that maybe 6 months ago you wouldn't have been able to complete a session like this, or you wouldn't have been able to run for half an hour non-stop. So it's good to see where you've come and where you are, and it's also good to see what's possible for you to go. Put your shoes on, let's go.